Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Charlie, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Charlie's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we use while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Charlie has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now Charlie is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Charlie take off doing that now. And the command is Charlie, heel. Charlie has been trained to walk very nicely on your left-hand side at your pace, being sure not to lag behind on that leash or lunge ahead and drag you on that leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, which you just saw occur. Anytime that you're walking and you stop your feet, Charlie should sit nicely right there at your left heel position, and she should remain seated until you give her another command. She didn't sit right away on that command, so Fred told her no and gave her a little tug and let go, and you saw she corrected herself. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of her muzzle and the one-word command to stay. You're then going to walk out to the end of your training leash, and Charlie should remain seated throughout the entire command in this position. This is a great command to help build up her self-control and maturity skills, so you want to make sure that you're incorporating this command into her everyday activities. She got up at the very end there, so Fred's going to leave her in another sit-stay. He wants to be able to walk completely around her while she remains seated. Much better. She should remain seated until you return all the way back around to her and give her another command. She almost made it just at the very end there. She got up, so it's important to repeat the command and make sure that she is successful from beginning to end.
Stay.
Fred leaves her another sit stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this time they're going to demonstrate the come command. You're going to call Charlie in using her name in a happy voice. She should get up and come in and sit nicely in front of you. And then you return her to heel position by heeling her around the back of you, returning her to your left-hand side, having her sit nicely. Great job.
Stay.
And he's going to demonstrate that again. Leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, call her in. You can use that leash almost like a fishing line to reel her in. Make sure she sits. It's important to make sure she sits every time she comes in. This is to help diminish the inappropriate behavior of her jumping up and to help increase the appropriate behavior of sitting properly. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. Again, you're going to use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the firm command to down. Then leave her in a stay like you did with the sit stay and walk out to the end of the leash. And as the same with the sit stay, this is a great command to make sure you're incorporating into your everyday activities and schedule. It will help build up her ability to stay for longer periods of time the more that you practice. Whether it be washing dishes, cooking dinner, watching TV, folding laundry, anywhere where you can leave her in a sit stay or a down stay to work on her ability to stay for longer periods of time. Fred heels her out of it, and they will demonstrate that again. And this is a great time to remind you that although you should be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday activities and schedule, you should be setting aside about a 10 to 15 minute time slot every day to run through your commands in a formal obedience session such as this video. It's a great mental exercise for the dogs, and it keeps them fresh and on top of their commands. You'll find that a 10-minute formal obedience session will wear Charlie out a lot quicker.
Down.
She got up, so Fred's just correcting her, putting her another down stay. And this time they'll demonstrate the come command for you. But as I was saying, a 10-minute formal obedience session will wear her out a lot quicker than over an hour of physical activity of running around. So you saw a couple corrections in this video, and it's important to take note that the first words out of your mouth should be no, and to repeat the command and make sure that she follows through from beginning to end. She didn't sit right away, so I would give her a tug and let go on that collar. She corrected herself.
Stay.
So Fred's going to leave her in another sit-stay, and this time they're going to demonstrate our last command of down from a distance. From the end of the training collar, use your right hand straight down towards the ground and give that down command again. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Charlie has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Charlie, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.